Today, we have an opportunity to discuss and think about the life of Swami Niranjananandaji Maharaj. It is his birthday today as per the Panchangam. So, this Rakhi Purnima or Shravan Purnima, Shravan Masadla the Purnima varde, in 1862, he was born on this day in the Rajarhat, Bishnupur. It is near Calcutta, some I think 40 kilometers away from Calcutta. Swami Niranjananandaji Maharaj. So every disciple of the Sri Ramakrishna has a unique feature and unique message from their life we get, so that our life, spiritual life, gets fulfilled through the message of that disciple. Each disciple had led a unique life and attained the fulfillment. So his name was Nitya Niranjan, the son of Ambika Charan Ghosh. His mother's name is not known, and very little is known about his childhood days also. When he, I think after the 8th standard or something, he came to Calcutta to his uncle's place for higher studies from this village. He was a very robust body physically, mentally, and there was in his uncle, they had a group of spiritualists. Spiritualists are the people who bring ghosts on themselves. So, and they become the medium, and that medium talks about some distant things. Then the people, they ask the question, this medium, they answer. The answer also is in the ghost's voice, all that in film we see. So this ghost's, Niranjan also was medium, was acting as a medium, because he had a very strong mind and he used to take it as an adventure. His uncle himself was in that group, spiritualist group. So that way his life was going on, not much serious, because those people were thinking that spiritualists, that becoming, taking these ghosts on themselves itself is a big thing. It is a kind of miracle, and they were earning name and fame through that, that people, the group. Here, the Dakshineshwar Sri Ramakrishna, his name was also spreading in Calcutta, that there is a saint who is having very strong mind and is a saintly person. So this group wanted to try that whether they can mesmerize Sri Ramakrishna. And one day the whole group came to see Sri Ramakrishna to mesmerize him. Now Sri Ramakrishna was not in Dakshineshwar that day. He had gone to nearby Jadu Malik's garden house. This group went to that Jadu Malik garden house and requested him that, sir, we have come with this purpose. Will you agree? Sri Ramakrishna readily agreed, like a child, one way. Another thing is, he wanted to just humble their egos, that they want to mesmerize Sri Ramakrishna himself. That ego, he wanted to make them humble. So they started mesmerizing, different methods they started following, and but Sri Ramakrishna was very calmly smiling and now and then looking at them, what they are doing. So all rituals, 1 hour they tried, but nothing happened. And then that main person who wanted to do that, Pari Chand Solitaire. So he failed and he said, sir, you have got a very strong willpower and mind. We cannot do anything with this. We are failed. We cannot. In that group, Niranjan was there. That is the first meeting of the master with the disciple. When Niranjan saw Sri Ramakrishna, what is such a strong mind, and smilingly he is accepting all the whatever is mesmerizing process is done. And he was thinking, what some exceptional power is there with this person, something like that. So then in between, when Sri Ramakrishna saw Niranjan, Niranjan also was doing mesmerizing thing to try in that group. When he saw Niranjan, then he commented, this boy is very good boy, guileless boy. So like that he commented. And then when their things are failed, then they wanted to go away. Then while going, Sri Ramakrishna said to Niranjan, Niranjan, you come here, come to Dakshineshwar often. So this Niranjan, in between he was, that medium was continued. He used to cure the diseases. He had a siddhi also. He had got a siddhi, some kind of miraculous powers, that illness will be cured by some kind of mantra or some ghost's advice, something like that. And one day, one wealthy person who did not get the sleep for 13 years came to Niranjan and requested him that, please give me some solace. I am not getting wink of sleep for 13 years. I have so much of wealth. I am ready to spend any amount of money. All the doctors are seen. Then Nitya Niranjan saw him and cured his disease. But then he thought, what is the use of this world? What is the use of this wealth? This person is not getting even 1 minute of sleep in the night, even if he is having money. So the money will not be the cause of happiness. Money cannot give anything. So like that, this passion started, this vairagya. The more and more he started using his siddhis, powers, then the vairagya also comes to him. And when the vairagya comes for the world, then the raga, the attachment for the God also comes. Vairagya, one side vairagya for the world turns, it becomes the passion for the God. And he starts searching, what is the solution? And he remembers the Sri Ramakrishna's words, come often, come here often. And he remembers those words, starts going to Dakshineshwar. So, when once this is the first meeting is that mesmerizing in the Yadumalli garden, second meeting when he comes, maybe after a few days, and in the second meeting, Sri Ramakrishna talks to him in such a lively manner as if he knew him for a long time. And he tells him, he advises, Niranjan, what are you doing? If ghosts, if you think day and night, you yourself will become the ghost. If you think of God and God, you will become God. What you want to become, Niranjan? So, Niranjan says, definitely I want to think of God and I want to become God. I thought of ghosts many times and I saw there is no purpose, there is no benefit in real sense. So, in the third incident again, one of the conversation, Sri Ramakrishna says, what is the difference between the world and God? Will you tell me? Then Niranjan Maharaj says, you yourself you tell, I do not know. Then Sri Ramakrishna says, you see, 99% if you love, if you do good things to the person, and one bad thing if you do to anybody in the world, that person, that world will remember only that bad thing, 99 things they will forget. But God, if you do one good thing and 99 wrong things also if you do, God will remember only one good thing and will give a prize for that. So that is the difference between the world and the God. So like this teachings and learning is going on from the master to disciple, Guru Shishya Samvada. This Niranjan was not an ordinary seeker. Sri Ramakrishna, in his 16 disciples, he had categorized a special category, Ishwar Koti. Ishwar Koti means they already realized they have come for the sake of this mission of Sri Ramakrishna. They have come to help Lord in the mission. So in that 5 sannyasi disciples, that is, one is Swami Vivekananda, Swami Brahmananda ji, Swami Premananda ji, Swami Yogananda ji, and Swami Niranjanananda ji. These 5 disciples of Sri Ramakrishna were categorized by Sri Ramakrishna as Ishwar Kotis, means Siddha Purushas, born Siddhas. They do not require any sadhana to become Siddha. They are perfected, they are born perfect people. So they have come to help the avatara in the mission of the avatar. So Sri Ramakrishna has told about this to Niranjan and many other people, that this is a separate category, and these people, they are like first in the fruit and then flower. Not that flower and then the fruit. And special category in that also, Niranjan, Swami Sri Ramakrishna has seen that Niranjan is sitting on the heap of light, that is consciousness. He has seen this in the Swami Vivekananda also. With reference to Swamiji, Sri Ramakrishna says, I saw he is sitting in amidst consciousness, amidst light, heap of light. In the same manner, Niranjan, also I am seeing Niranjan is seen, that is consciousness, Jnana Yogi. One more, he gave this thing, that Niranjan is born out of partial incarnation of Sri Rama. The heroic incarnation, Prabhu Ramachandra. The partial incarnation, Ramer Amsher Janma. So he is born out of Sri Rama's Amsha, partial incarnation of Sri Rama. So like that, Sri Ramakrishna was directly seeing inside what is in Niranjan's real nature. So that is why the relation between the Guru and disciple was so intimate, that many such incidents that Niranjan, Alekh Niranjan, once Sri Ramakrishna was chanting Alekh Niranjan. The word Alekh Niranjan means, Alekh means alaksha, which cannot be seen, which cannot be perceived. That is called Alekh. Alekh, it has been. So Niranjan, the moment Niranjan he uttered, the word Niranjan itself, Ni Anjan. Anjan means blemish, without blemishes. That is the meaning of the Niranjan. Alekh Niranjan, that is the Brahman, the definition or the one of the aspect of the Brahman, one of the name for the Brahman, you can say, Parabrahman. So Alekh Niranjan, the moment Sri Ramakrishna uttered, then he started thinking of Niranjan, Nitya Niranjan, and he started shedding tears. Oh Niranjan, you have come for my sake. You have come for my sake. When I will feed you like Kausalya fed you. And started weeping, the tears rolling down. All others who were devotees were present. They also started, because the atmosphere was so, these different moods of Sri Ramakrishna, different moods of Master, about his disciples and the devotees. In one of the initial visits, Sri Ramakrishna, very in deep concern, talks to Niranjan. Oh Niranjan, when will you realize God? Days are passing away. You are simply when will you realize God? That is the initial meetings. So seeing this intimate relation, Niranjan was surprised with awe, and he was, how this person, who is this person who is loving so much, who is having so much concern about my spiritual welfare? So this way the days were going, Niranjan is getting more and more attracted towards Sri Ramakrishna, and now Sri Ramakrishna asks him, Acha, what do you think of now about me? Sri Ramakrishna used to ask this question to each of the disciples. And Niranjan says, Sir, I used to love you earlier, no doubt, but now I cannot stay without you. I cannot stay at home without you. So the relation goes on, and the Sri Ramakrishna had a very high opinion about Niranjan. Guilelessness is the most important characteristic or quality requires for the spiritual aspirant. In Hindi it is called as bholapan. Bhola means not exactly muttal kadele. It is not the mudha, but the simplicity, guilelessness without any deception. Deceptive nature is not there. Deceptive means there is no hide and seek. The person won't hide anything. Whatever is there in his heart, he speaks out. He does not care for the result. There is no calculation. No calculations. Open mind. So this guilelessness Sri Ramakrishna liked in Niranjan. He says whatever it may be, because Niranjan Maharaj was a bit angry in nature. He was very much, temper was very high tempered person. Well built body, very heroic nature. Somebody complained about him to Sri Ramakrishna. Sir, he is like this. Whatever you may say, I know everybody is having some this thing, but he is guileless. That guilelessness comes only after several births of austerities. Lot of austerities this person has done in his previous life. That is why he gets this guilelessness in his nature. With the guilelessness, the person attains the God very quickly. Because nothing to hide. Once he develops the devotion for the Lord, he is one with the Lord. So, Sri Ramakrishna once heard from somebody that Niranjan has taken the job outside Calcutta. And then he was very much worried about Niranjan. In next visit, when Niranjan came, he started telling him, I am seeing some black aura on your face. You are serving somebody for the sake of money. I cannot touch you. Then he said, Sir, but I have a mother. I have to serve my mother. I have to earn money for herself. Then Sri Ramakrishna became pacified. Then he said, if it is for your mother, then it is allowed. For the mother's sake, person can do this. But for one's own selfish benefit, if I would have heard that you are earning for your own selfish gain, the money, for the sake of money, if you have become slave to somebody, then I would not have seen your face at all. But for mother's sake, you can do that. Mother is nothing but the Brahmamayi. The mother who has given you the birth, she is Divine Mother herself for you. Then the Master Mahasaya was there. Master Mahasaya asks the question to Sri Ramakrishna. So can we meditate on our mother? Sri Ramakrishna says, yes. You can meditate on your mother and get the highest. We know Sri Ramakrishna had a very great devotion and love for his own mother. So anyway, the things move forward, and Niranjan, Sri Ramakrishna once tells the devotees that I saw today in a vision that Naren, Rakhal and Niranjan, they have the masculine nature, Purusha Swabhav. That means critical, that is rational. They won't accept as it is. Just you tell and they will accept. No, not like that. They argue, and if it is fitting in their argument, then they will accept your position. They are called Jnana Yogis. They are from the path of Jnana Yoga. So, once more, the Sri Ramakrishna asks, what about your, are you interested in the world? No, the world is like a Vishalakshi Do. In the near Kamarpukur, Vishalakshi Do means there is a lake called Vishalakshi. In that Vishalakshi, if some person goes for a bath also, and if his leg slips, then there is a kind of whirlpool. In that whirlpool, the person goes and gets entangled and dies. They cannot come out of that. So the world is like a whirlpool, Vishalakshi's whirlpool. And I do not want to get entangled. I do not want to marry. I do not want to get into neither I want money nor I want the marriage. So I want only God. That is why Sri Ramakrishna used to be very happy with these youngsters who are given to God from the childhood, from the young age onwards. And Sri Ramakrishna used to praise these young boys, which the Calcutta people were not ready to listen. That is why one day when he was coming by boat to Dakshineshwar, and some Calcutta people were also coming to Dakshineshwar. In the boat, they started, when they saw the Dakshineshwar temple, and they started criticizing Sri Ramakrishna, that Sri Ramakrishna is spoiling the youngsters' head, and these young boys have given up their studies. These young boys are not ready to marry, and the Sri Ramakrishna is telling them all this sadhana. So when they started criticizing, Niranjan was also there in that boat. They said, you please stop this criticism, he is my guru. Arey, what if your guru, he is like that, like that? Then he got very angry. He went to the one corner of the boat and told them in a loud voice, if you do not stop this criticism, I will drown this boat, I will shake, and started shaking the boat. They got afraid. And they said, no, we will not criticize. No, you should not criticize anymore, anytime. Then only, and then he thought he has done a very heroic thing, went to Sri Ramakrishna. Sir, like these people were criticizing, I have done like this. Sri Ramakrishna became very serious. What have you done? This anger is a deadly sin. Person should not become so angry. Anger kills the buddhi. You cannot decide afterwards. And in the fit of anger, all the people would have drowned. The whole sin, where it would have gone. And what wrong the other people have done. Those were criticizing, okay, all others were also sitting. They, at least the person, helpsman, the boat person, what that person has done the wrong. So don't do it again. That was the method of Sri Ramakrishna's teaching. Was similar incident with the Swami Yogananda ji. He was also Ishwar Koti, born of the Amsha avatar of Arjuna. Sri Ramakrishna had said, Arjuna Amsha. So to him, because he was very soft person, Yogananda ji, to him Sri Ramakrishna says, if somebody criticizes your guru in front of your eyes, then you should cut his throat. Because Sri Ramakrishna knows he will not cut. If you cannot, you leave the place. That is the teaching Sri Ramakrishna gives to each to balance the person's attitude. The person should go in the path of spiritual life. Spiritual life, there should not be any harm to that person because of his activity. That was the utmost in his mind. So, initiation, very unique initiation. The Sri Ramakrishna has wrote a mantra on his tongue, asked him to meditate 3 days and 3 nights. Niranjan is chanting the mantra, no sleep. At the 3rd day, he comes to Sri Ramakrishna, "Sir, what have you done? I may go mad. The tongue is not stopping. No sleep is there." Then Sri Ramakrishna smiles and says, "This is called as ajapa japa, continuous chanting of the mantra with the consciousness." So, similar incident when Sri Ramakrishna touches Niranjan in the earlier visits, Latu Maharaj gives this thing. He says, Niranjan was, when Sri Ramakrishna touched him, continuously he was in samadhi for 3 days and 3 nights. So similar incidents are there, and there was some discussion about the free will and predestination among the devotees, and Sri Ramakrishna was listening that discussion. Then finally they came to Sri Ramakrishna, "Sir, what is the right thing? Whether person has a free will or it is already decided, predestined?" Then Sri Ramakrishna gives an example. It is like a cow tied with a rope by the owner. Say 1 meter rope is given, and the cow can eat the grass, say 1 feet or 1 meter. Cow is tied, no doubt, but it can go till 1 meter. Whatever the rope is given by the Lord, but if it does not take the advantage of that given rope, that is the free will, whatever given rope. If you pray to the Lord, same Lord who has tied, that he can enlarge, he can extend the rope, or that if you pray, then the rope can be removed also. So this is how Sri Ramakrishna teaches the disciple, and these are all very subtle things. We also get doubts about it. Now, the Sri Ramakrishna got the cancer in the throat, illness, and they shift him to the Shampukur. In the Shampukur, he himself takes the duty of a guard, like a gatekeeper. Whoever comes to see Sri Ramakrishna, he will not allow them very freely. There will be some time or specific person. Otherwise, he himself had told, Sri Ramakrishna says, "Now these are my last days. Whoever sees me in this condition, they will all get freed, they will get mukti. But because of their touch, my span of life will reduce." These are his words. That is why the disciples, sannyasi disciples, were very much cautious. They didn't want to allow anybody and everybody to go to see Sri Ramakrishna and touch and get the blessings. But one Vinodini, who acted as a Chaitanya Mahaprabhu when he had seen the drama, the Vinodini knew Sri Ramakrishna. And this actress Vinodini wanted to see Sri Ramakrishna because she had heard that his illness is severe, and so she wanted to see. What to do? Kalipada Ghosh came to rescue, and with the help of Kalipada Ghosh, Vinodini dressed herself like an Englishman. And they both went, introduced themselves to Niranjan Maharaj. And Niranjan Maharaj says, seeing the Englishman, he has allowed. Once they go there, Sri Ramakrishna understood that this is Vinodini. Vinodini also did pranam. All that has happened. And Sri Ramakrishna himself told afterwards to disciples in the evening that this is what this Kalipada Ghosh and Vinodini had come and you got cheated. Like these days are going on. Here Sri Ramakrishna in the Kashipur, Mahasamadhi of Sri Ramakrishna, the relics of Sri Ramakrishna, where who will worship, all that. Niranjan was very particular and he said this, we must have the worship place where a daily worship has to happen and we will worship it. In that our Shashi Maharaj was the main person who has taken the responsibility. And then the Baranagar Mutt, as we all know, is started in a dilapidated house. Niranjan Maharaj only collected all the equipments or whatever required things, because nothing was there. One altar was not there. Only one photo was there. Where to keep that photo? Niranjan saw one old carpenter and he requested that old man and made the altar. Got one small cot for Sri Ramakrishna. All the articles of the worship, daily whatever offering has to be done, all the whole responsibility was taken by Niranjananandaji Maharaj. So during this period only they had gone to Atpur, and we all know they had taken the oath for a sannyasa, and afterwards they have taken the sannyasa, and the Swami Vivekananda gave the name Swami Niranjanananda to Nitya Niranjan. One day the Swami Niranjananandaji Maharaj brought the sweets. On the way he is walking and coming to Baranagar Mutt. One child, small child, sitting and asking his mother, I want that sweet. That Swami was carrying the sweet box. He saw the box and I want that sweets. Then that mother said, no, that sweet. No, I want that sweets. The childlike nature. So this Niranjan Maharaj saw what is to be done. Then he went and, no, don't give it. We will accrue the sin. You are offering for the Lord. You don't give it. No, he is. In him also my Sri Ramakrishna is there. If he eats, it is as good as Sri Ramakrishna has taken the sweets. So like that, he gives the sweet box and again goes to the market and purchases the new sweets. So day in and day out, austere life, begging from door to door. Whatever he gets, offers it to Sri Ramakrishna, partakes it, distributes it, shares within the Guru Bhais. Here, Swami Vivekananda has gone to USA, America, Chicago Parliament of Religions. Hearing his success in the Parliament of Religions, all the Guru Bhais are very happy. That time, Swami Niranjananandaji Maharaj was in Sri Lanka, preaching. He had gone to many places, in the Madhya Pradesh, Raipur, and in South also. So Sri Lanka he had gone for preaching. That time Swami Vivekananda writes, why not Niranjan learns the Pali language so that he can learn the Buddhist literature. So such a very highly scholarly Niranjanananda Maharaj, but his life was completely austere life. He did not live in any comfort, physically completely austere. So when Swamiji came to Sri Lanka, landed in the Colombo, Niranjananandaji received him, and he came to Madras also with Swamiji. Then he came to, he had gone to North also. With Swamiji only he travelled. And after some days, when Swamiji's health was actually in the second time, that is in 1901, from Japan, one Okakura, one scholar, had come to India to invite Swami Vivekananda for as a royal guest in the Japan. Swamiji could not go because of his health reason. That time he was in Kashi, and Swami Niranjananandaji also was in Kashi. So Swamiji had told Niranjan that you please accompany Okakuraji for visiting this Agra, Gwalior and important places in the north. As days go on, then Swamiji's health was deteriorating. Once again, he became the gatekeeper of Swami Vivekananda and did not allow anybody and everybody to go near him so that his health should be recouped. Again, similar incident. One brahmachari who was the disciple of Swamiji came from Mayavati and went to see Swami Vivekananda, giving the Niranjana did not allow. But when he was talking with somebody, he has gone, taken that chance and gone up. Many more things Swami Niranjananandaji as a pillar of the Sangha has done. Holy Mother Shri Sharda Devi was living in Kamarpukur, and there was one mad person, Harish. He was a devotee, but he was somehow not in a mentally fit condition. Then Holy Mother was very much panicked. The moment she immediately wrote to Belur Math, please send Niranjan. Niranjan and Shardanandaji came, and then seeing Niranjananandaji, this Harish simply went away. Did not come forward at all. So like this, there are Girish Ghosh was not in a good condition when his wife passed away, when his child passed away. Mentally very much disturbed. So Niranjananandaji Maharaj only told him that we have the mother, you come to mother, I will take you, and your all worries, your all disturbances will vanish. He took him to Jairamvati, and Girish Ghosh became calm and quiet. So Niranjananandaji Maharaj knew that Holy Mother Shri Sharda Devi is nothing other than Parashakti. The Shri Ramakrishna and Holy Mother, there are no two entities, one and the same as Brahman and Shakti. He used to tell this to each and every, he used to preaching he has done in the north, Allahabad he has stayed, no there is no time. In Allahabad, in Kashi, he has stayed and preached about Shri Ramakrishna's teachings, Holy Mother life and teachings, Swamiji's life and teachings. He was the person who has supported. When Swami Vivekananda told about the service ideas, service activities, many people were not in favor of that. Sannyasi sadhus means they will do sadhana, beg from door to door, and do japa meditation. That is the only role or work of the sadhu, duty for a sadhu. Sadhu doing the hospital work, sadhu doing the service activity, relief activity, plague, etc. Diseased people taking them on shoulders, giving them medicine is not the work of the sadhu. But Swami Niranjananandaji has completely had faith and got convinced that Shivadhyani Jiva Seva was told by his master, and Swami Vivekananda was implementing it in the Ramakrishna Math and Mission. So he outrightly used to support and tell to do his followers, his disciples. He had a lot of disciples. When he was in Kashi, he only started this Ramakrishna home of service in Kashi, his disciples. So, then in 1904, towards the end, he came to Holy Mother. It's a final visit. He came to her and said, Mother, this time you feed me like the mother feeds the child, and you yourself cook everything for me. So mother cooked everything, fed him like a child, and she knew intuitively that this may be the last visit physically. And 3 days he stayed there, took food from her hand and left for Haridwar. And in Haridwar, he did not allow anybody to serve him physically. In Haridwar Kankal we have the ashrama. From there Brahmachari once went, his own disciple, went and requested him, please allow me to serve you, you are suffering. Then he said, please allow me to die peacefully, don't disturb me. So that was the conviction of the Brahmadhyani, that this death is nothing but the physical death, and he has already achieved whatever he had to achieve. He is one with the Lord. And this heroic monk of Sri Ramakrishna passed away in Samadhi on 9th May 1904. So today is his birthday. We are all fortunate, having discussed, having thought, listened his life and teachings. You can get more details from the Swami Chaitananandaji's book, God Lived with Them. May Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, Holy Mother Sri Sharda Devi and Swami Vivekananda and Swami Niranjananandaji Maharaj bless us all with fulfillment in our spiritual life is the prayer. Om Niranjanam Nityamanantarupam Bhaktanukamparthadhrutavigraham Vai Ishavataram Parameshamidhyam Tam Ramakrishnam Shirasa Namamaha.